All right. November, beers and budgeting time.
I'm excited for the beer part.
Are we ready to do this?
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Justine with Debt Free Millennials, the channel to help you crush your debt and live payment free. This is my husband Kyle.
Hey.
And today we are going over November's income and expenses, our entire budget. We leave nothing out and we do everything with a beer.
Yep.
So, what are we drinking today?
Well, we drink beer because this is the only way that I would show up, because you're the budgeter and this is the first time I'm seeing the budget. So you're getting my candid reaction. It's usually not that enthusiastic. So the beer helps. Every year, about this time of year, I drink Santa's Little Helper. Find it at Costco. This time they came out with a variety pack. So this one has hazelnut and coffee in it. It's an imperial stout. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite beers. I look forward to it every year. And that's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking?
I am drinking not alcohol because I am 6 months pregnant now and due with our first baby in March. So we've actually found a bunch of non-alcoholic options, and our friend was so kind in picking this one out for us. So shout out to Jawan. Thank you so much for giving us a little sample of Athletic Brewing Company's non-alcoholic IPA. This is called Run Wild, and I have had it before.
Don't shake it up.
I'm not shaking it up. And it's from San Diego.
Yeah.
I'm not shaking it up. This actually does taste like an IPA. So
If someone handed it to me in a koozie and just was like, here, have this beer, I would not be able to tell if it was alcoholic or not. It was pretty good. They did a great job. Good job, Athletic Brewing.
And I'm not even that big of a fan of IPAs. If you guys have been tuning in for the past year or however long we've been doing this.
2 years.
2 years, then you know IPAs aren't my go-to. But I'm digging it. And look at that.
It's a good pour.
It's good carbonation. Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Man, mine is delicious.
Tastes like a beer.
Mine's like candy.
My best friend hates beer, and she was like, I think it's so funny that you are opting for these non-alcoholic beers just for the taste of it. She was like, I can't stand that.
That's funny. And I'm going to feel good by the end of this because my beer is 9.9% alcohol.
Whoa.
So let's get started.
Pace yourself. Okay, let's get into the budget. Here we go.
Okay. Total monthly income. We forecasted $10,000. Hey, pretty close. Brought in $10,641.65. That's the only line that I really care about. As long as actual is greater than forecasted, I'm good from here.
No, you like it when we have a surplus and we didn't overspend. So we had $427 left over in the budget that needs to be allocated, but let's go over all the different budget categories and see how we did.
Okay.
So the first little section up here, pre-tax paycheck contributions, the stuff that gets withdrawn from Kyle's paycheck before it hits our bank account, we included, did I say that right? Before.
It gets taken out of my paycheck before the check is sent to us.
And we include this in our budget so that we are mindful of those contributions and how much we're paying into those things.
Yeah, it's very much out of sight, out of mind. I really like it, but it also is like, we're paying $75 a month for dental insurance. You know, those kinds of things that make you go, really? Vision insurance? I haven't been to the eye doctor in a long time. These glasses I'm wearing we got these when we lived in Kansas.
Yeah. I was thinking about that
6 years ago.
I need another supply of contacts, and I'm like, how are they doing eye exams with the pandemic? I mean, they're usually right up in your eye and touching it and stuff. Oof.
Does touching your eyeball freak you out?
It used to.
Yeah.
When I was in high school and started wearing contacts, it scared me.
Yeah. I guess I was kind of asking the audience on that one too.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Does touching your eyeball freak you out?
let us know in the comments.
Right.
Okay.
9.9 is getting here quick.
All right. So our pre-tax paycheck contributions don't really change month to month. It's just a good idea to see what we're putting towards those different categories.
Yep. And those who are watching this for the first time, that rent is not incorrect. We do pay $2,805 a month in rent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. And who knows what's going to happen come April. I think is the end of our lease, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Oi. Okay.
So we're over on electricity.
Yeah.
But,
That was for October.
Well, that's for October.
Well, that was October's energy bill that we paid in November. Remember, everything's retroactive.
Right.
I thought 136 was high for October, but I don't know. Did we run the air?
Well, I'm not too worried about this because 80 is the average, right?
Mm-hmm.
So come June or whenever, that bill is like $40.
Right.
So we're just going in the other direction
And
this time.
good news, our groceries and alcohol budgets were like very good. Very nice. We were way under. Now, originally I had increased the groceries budget to how high it is right there, only because we thought my family was coming out for Thanksgiving and that we would be hosting
That's right.
Thanksgiving. And last minute we decided as a family that it just didn't make sense. And with cases rising, as we all know, we just decided it was safest for everybody to stay where they're at. We were all super bummed, but we ended up having a smaller Thanksgiving. It was still really fun, even though it wasn't planned, but it saved us a lot of money on the groceries, I guess. So there you go.
Okay.
The rest is our standard kind of sinking fund stuff where we're setting aside money for various expenses. A lot of our car stuff, which we did have the car service this past Monday. That'll come out of our December budget, but we have over $1,100 in our car expenses fund, and we purposely set aside money for that because we know the car's going to need oil changes, brake pads, new tires. Eventually, cars need constant maintenance. So when we got the car serviced on Monday, let's see, we did, what all did we do?
The carbon deposit.
Yeah, we did a fuel injector service. We replaced the battery.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that we could have done, but I don't have time right now. I'm pretty busy.
Yeah, you've talked about the time versus money,
Yeah.
which is a good thing. I mean, once you're debt free, those are the type of choices that you can make. What's my time worth?
Yeah. We also have a parking garage. They don't like you working on a car in a parking garage.
Yeah.
So when you're standing there with your hood popped up, and the old people drive by, they're kind of like,
Who's doing car work in the parking garage? I'm going to report them.
get a
Well,
life.
so that bill ended up being like $400.
Yeah.
And we were like, that's okay because we have the money set aside for it. No biggie. All right, so the rest of that stuff is fixed. Standard stuff. Let's go down to fun. Fun, we were under pretty much everywhere. I mean, except for fun money, but we're pulling it out of our sinking fund there.
Oh, yeah, we decided to pull it from our sinking fund and contribute less monthly so we could get that balance closer to zero.
Right. Our shopping fund, holy cow. This one we could probably end up reducing as well.
Because we're done with Christmas shopping pretty much. So this budget includes all of our Christmas.
Christmas comes from the gifts line. Yeah.
Oh.
But I suppose, yeah, you could lump gifts and shopping all in the same budget.
I like them separate. Looking at it now, I like them separate because shopping makes it feel like that's for you and I.
Yes.
And gifts is for everybody else.
Yeah. And I had kind of lumped baby stuff, as we end up buying things for baby into the shopping category. But also, we ended up creating a baby fund last month. So I guess we can keep it separate if we wanted to.
Okay.
Clothing, I didn't spend any money on clothing. I just earmarked $100 for future needs, but
What did I buy for $10? A pair of socks?
I bought you a t-shirt and it came out of your $600 clothing budget.
That's hilarious. I love it.
Okay, gifts is probably going to be the biggest thing.
Right. Explain the gifts to everybody.
Our gifts budget is for gifts throughout the year, not just Christmas. So birthdays, baby showers, wedding gifts, Christmas, anniversaries, all that good stuff. Obviously, November is going to be a bigger month for gifts because Christmas is coming up. But I actually included a separate tab. I'm not going to show you this because I know I have family that watches this. But I actually keep a separate tab to keep track of every family member that we buy Christmas gifts for, what gift we bought them, and then how much those gifts were so that we can keep a running total.
That's smart.
I also have been using Fetch rewards to take my points, redeem them for gift cards, and use the gift cards to pay for Christmas gifts, which has helped a lot. In fact, we were kind of the opinion, because we're in a pandemic and we have not spent money like we have in the past, we're like, let's give a little bit. Let's be okay splurging on something that we think our family members will really enjoy. And I think using something like Fetch has really helped, because then I'm like, oh, it's a gift card. Wasn't it,
You can spend it, You just do it. Yeah.
No.
Keep going. Where am I? Gifts. So $800, and we usually spend about $1,000 on gifts total.
That's funny because you just said, let's get spendy.
Well,
But we spent less this year.
we still have some Christmas shopping. I have a few more gifts to buy,
For
but
me?
it's close.
All right. All right.
What did I spend on apartment decor? Oh, the IKEA mirror.
That thing was $50.
Yeah. Were you expecting it to be more or less?
A hell of a lot less. It is a mirror.
I got this huge floor-length mirror that Kyle mounted to the wall. I used to have one on an easel and sold that one on Facebook Marketplace for $40, and then picked up this IKEA one that's more of a space saver for our bedroom for $50. So if you want to look at it, I only spent $10.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay, tithe money, you're going to see a weird number, and that is because we did a random act of kindness, and we spent a little bit more than that because the shipping labels were expensive. I'm not going to give it away because that video is going to come out here in just about a week or so. But just know, we did a random act of kindness, and we spent some money, and it felt really good. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay. Future.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Wow, we're almost at $120K for our down payment.
Yeah, I bet if we looked right now, it's probably over 120, which is crazy. We've been working on the down payment, as you guys know, for since we moved here, basically.
Yeah.
Probably more seriously in the last 3 years, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we found a realtor who actually recognized me from the channel, which was crazy.
That was really a cool experience. I was glad I was there to witness that.
Yeah. We actually got paired up with her to see this house. And she was like, wait a second, what do you do? Debt-free Millennials? I've heard of that channel. What? And so we've just kept in touch. She's been awesome to work with. She's been sending us houses. And also I told her, once we get to third trimester, I'm really not, I don't know.
So like next week?
Yeah. Kind of putting putting the pause on the house hunting unless there's something fabulous for a great, great deal. I just really don't think the stress of moving and trying to prepare for a new baby at the same time is a good idea.
What?
I know people who do it,
I'm so surprised.
and I'm not going to knock you if you've done it or are planning on doing it, to each their own, but gotta look out for my mental health. That might be too much stress balls. Hey, we have almost $6,600 in the vacation fund. Are we going on any trips?
Yes, maybe.
We don't know.
We're going to decide this weekend if we're going to drive back to the Midwest right now. It's 25 hours there and 25 hours back. It's a long drive with a pregnant wife and trying to figure out where to stop and be safe and all that stuff and keep family safe. If we go, it's going to be for like 3.5 weeks or something like that. It's going to be a long time that we're there.
That's the beauty of working from home, is that
Yeah.
you're able to take these longer stretches of time away.
But we can use that $6,600 to basically decide if we want to stay somewhere or do whatever. It's basically the entire gas expense and all that stuff. So
Yeah. You want to give us an update on Stash?
sure.
The Jeep fund is now over $20,000.
Halfway there.
I think that's an awesome start. I think that would buy us a really good used Jeep, maybe?
Borderline. You probably need another 10 to get one that's new and low miles.
Okay, I think we could definitely come up with 10 pretty quick.
God, I hate how expensive cars are.
Yeah.
God dang.
Well, I mean, you can get cheaper cars for sure.
$534.92.
Oh, didn't seem like you made any money on here. Can you go down?
Well, it went up $10. Whatever.
Yeah, you contributed 20.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Acorns app.
Stash.
Stash. No, Stash is the one I like. It's the Acorns one that I don't really care for.
Gotcha.
Anyways, are you ready for Acorns as well?
Yes.
Acorns is at, wow, $2,018.39.
Wow. That's definitely gone up since October. So let me go down here.
Yeah.
1866 compared to 2000. Yeah. That's great. And you haven't contributed anything towards that account.
Yeah, it's nice. We did it for like 6 months and got a few referrals to help build it and then stopped doing it. And now it's like, we've got $2,000 sitting there. Like, you could take that and put it towards the down payment and then we'd be over 120K.
Here you go.
Robinhood is at $8,019.48. I officially doubled our money in Robinhood. I was very happy about that.
Holy crap, dude. So last month it was at 74.55 and now you're at 8,019.
I picked some good ones.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been kind of fun. My return on my investment in the past year was 41.5%.
Holy crap. Let's see what it was in January. $5,500 in January. That's pretty incredible.
Yep.
And you weren't even really contributing money to it regularly. Well, I think we just made that
Right.
change within the past 2-3 months.
Yeah.
That you would do $100.
Yep.
That's insane. I actually put $50 here budgeted, but I stopped doing that. I don't know why. I think there was something about the way that I was wanting to set up the contributions, because you can choose to do it like every other week or once a month. Yours is once a month, right? Might have to do that again. But mine's just over $2,000.
Hoorah.
Hoorah.
So we could combine our Robinhoods and then there's our Jeep.
Fair enough. We had discussed that because we have money tucked away and we're like, well, we could pull from this savings account and we would have the money. Like we have more than $20,000 we can come up for the Jeep if we needed to. And that's totally okay. If you need to pull from other things, just know those other things don't get priority anymore, but the car does. Those are decisions that we can make. Future Kyle and future Justine can figure that out.
We can figure it out on our 25-hour-long road trip.
Yeah. Well, I thought we were talking about baby stuff the entire time. Oh, JK.
Recommendations on podcasts? Will you
Yeah.
throw those out there?
And it doesn't have to be baby related.
Thank you.
Any type of good podcast or audio book that you really love, please let us know in the comments below. And we want to check that out because I think we're going to eventually get tired of talking to each other or...
Already am.
Shut up. Okay. Everything else looks good. My IRAs, I'm still contributing to my Roth IRA, my traditional not, but they're going up, which is awesome. Treat yourself. Eventually. We're going to have a treat yourself day. I think we should probably do another, like, take out, buy something fun on Amazon, and do a day like that before the baby arrives and use that as like a fun day.
Yeah, without a doubt.
And then baby fund, we didn't spend any money on in November.
I have a feeling we'll spend more money. Like after this Christmas and everything is over with, we'll know what we need to get still, and that'll be when we put the nursery together and all that stuff. So.
Yeah. $400. What are we doing with that?
I don't know. What do you want to do with it?
I mean, we can put more towards baby fund. We can put towards Jeep. Baby fund, Jeep. Those are kind of my ideas thus far. We can marinate on that. December, any different expenses. If we end up going back home, we're going to have expenses that are going to be pulled out of the vacation fund.
No New Year's plans.
First time in a long time that we haven't had New Year's plans.
I don't think you could make it to midnight.
I don't think so either. I think we're good to go.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Thanks for joining us on this episode in November. We'll catch you. I guess we're going to be doing a New Year's.
Got to do two of them. We got to do December, and then we got to do our year-end review.
The year-end review is the best, where we actually go over the year's income and expenses. And I think that's going to be a big surprise because with this business and with everything in your promotion,
It's going to be nice.
it's going to be
I
good.
remember last year being disappointed in the percentage of our total income that went towards our rent. We'll see if that's
Yeah.
the case again this year.
Yeah, we'll see if that changes. All right, you guys have a very safe Christmas and New Year's. We are wishing you
And Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and
all of those things.
TV watching, because that's probably what we'll all be doing.
Please be safe out there. We love you guys, and we'll catch you next month.